It's time for Sunrise with the Sleepy Boys.
Forgive us, Father, for we are about to sin and be very naughty boys.
Now I gotta get a fucking camera, a webcam. God damn, you all make me feel left out.
No, I'm using my Fed cam that was provided with the computer.
Smart.
Thanks, babe. Yeah, so just so everyone's aware, Angel 100% steers into the idea that she's a federal agent, and I figured it would be one of the things.
Oh, so she's keeping you in line.
Brian.
Oh, sorry.
Jesus Christ. Every time he's sitting at that desk, I know he's just trying to see how much he can get away with while he's podcasting.
He's 100% gonna do it again.
Well,
He is.
I mean, not only that, but it's literally my ADD zone. Like, it has so many activities.
Oh, Brian, you're a goddamn treasure. Don't ever fucking change.
Brian, he should just do what I did and pick up drinking as a hobby.
I mean, dude, I'd be so good at it, I would cry so hard in front of my.
You mean as opposed to a coping mechanism?
You mean like Mark does?
What? Fuck you. That was one time.
It was more than one time, and even if it was that one time, it was spectacular.
I've only cried
when Mark cried.
I've only cried in front of people one time when I was drunk. Every other time, I was just horny.
No, you weren't. You have cried in front of people drunk a lot. Dude. Thankfully, not recently in the last 5 years, but
5 weeks. It's been 5 weeks.
Hi, my name's Mark, and I cried in front of people 5 weeks ago. I can only think of the one time when it was on Scott's bathroom floor. Was there other times that I'm not thinking of?
You cried at the toy museum.
Did I? Oh my god.
You cried on the clock? Oh, what a noob.
Yeah, as if I was getting paid for being there. I wasn't on the clock. Fuck. I know I jerked off at the toy museum more than once.
Yeah, that's how you establish a save point.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I'm the only one who didn't.
No, because here's how it works, right? If you mark an area as your territory, the next time you get hit by a bus, you just respawn from your previous save point.
That's why I jerk off in so many bathrooms.
That's why Mark keeps jerking off in bathrooms he's never been in.
Oh, speaking of the bathroom thing, Angel did have a question about it. So go ahead, babe.
Does it count if I help?
No.
See, I told you that's
Come
what they were saying.
on.
Nope.
Dude, have you
I
ever
think
played
you're
Silent
the one
Hill
who gets
4? You
the
can't
most.
save with like a party in your thing. That's
Because
how that
if you help, it's a happy, fun experience as opposed to shame and sad.
It's not really shame. It's
What if
more
I
like
cover my hands in peanut butter?
Well, no,
No,
then the dog's just happy too.
yeah, that sounds like you own a dog.
Marshmallow fluff?
I mean, that's just a dog that's treated better.
A dog. It's literally a dog with diabetes. Is what that is.
Oh shit. Okay, but like, babe, remember you're the one that doesn't like peanut butter. I'm fine with peanut butter.
I know, but I was just thinking it's not going to be smooth to work with.
Are you using?
Oh, you're using
peanut
them
butter?
crunchy? Crunchy, stupid.
Mark can only
Please
get
something
off
very
if it's
different.
crunchy.
Do you want your peanut butter with or without pulp?
No, guys, I don't want it to be the chunky peanut butter because I'm going to add my own nut to it.
Oh, wow. Not a fan of texture, I guess.
That might be a peanut butter I actually like then.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Oh yeah, just a heads up for our listeners. This is my girlfriend Angel, aka Vanya. She's not shy from the cum.
She's the reason Mark hasn't killed himself yet.
She is the voice actor. We paid premium prices for
I'm
her
the reason Mark
We
hasn't
paid
killed
Mark's
himself yet.
girlfriend over this podcast.
What'd you say, Brandon?
I said I'm the reason why Mark hasn't killed himself yet.
You were.
Oh,
You've been replaced.
You have been usurped.
well, it's about time. All right, cool. I can stop caring.
Yeah. You're
It's
not
just a
contractually-
dual effort.
Yeah, you're not contractually obligated to stick around at all, Brandon. You can kill yourself if you want.
And why'd
No,
you
I
make him sign
didn't
the
say I would do
document?
that.
Okay, look, the documents that I made him sign were something for. It was a different thing. Don't worry about that.
Oh wait, he got to sign a suicide pact too. Slut.
Should've just done what I did and sign in Scott's name.
So
I know his name comes up often, but I genuinely miss that man. He's like
Oh.
the perfect villain.
oh, yeah,
He's like,
that's right. He's the perfect.
he is so ridiculous.
Oh.
Like, just to see in action. Like he's like,
You got a
hate-
costume membership?
oh no! Like one of my favorite things is just like he's like, Brian, don't say anything creepy, and then he will turn around and creep so hard on a 15-year-old boy, it's not even funny.
Angel, I don't think I've ever delved into who Scott is with you, have I?
How have you not?
It was Mark's other dad.
Okay. Brandon, has enough time passed? Can we do this? Just a real quick rundown?
Dude, I don't fucking care.
Cool.
We
Okay.
should change names though. Like we should,
Yeah, we're gonna change Scott's name after we've been saying Scott for the last 5 minutes.
Hey, guys, I think it's a good call. We'll call Scott something different like Jake.
No, you know what? We'll call him something else, like Darren.
There you go. Perfect.
Yeah,
no
there you
one will
go.
ever
D-
figure that out.
so I said
So
James.
we're sticking with Darren?
Yeah, we'll stick with Darren. Nobody
Mark,
will know
tell
who
us about Scott.
No. We're talking about our friend D Money and how D Money.
our friend D.
If you were of a certain skin complexion, he will follow you around hops and heroes like you are. Like he will.
All right, so I'm going to give you a quick rundown from the beginning here. So when I first moved to Austin, I told Brandon, I was like, "Hey, I know you live in Austin. I know I'm moving to Austin. I know things."
And did you want to make a bunch of money really quick?
And I said, "I know that when we left each other, we weren't on the best of terms. Let's rekindle this shit. Let's light this candle again." And when I moved down there, he was like, "Hey, so I work at this gift shop with a comic book shop attached to it. Do you want to come work here?" And I was like, "All right." And that's when I met Scott.
Whoa,
Shoot!
whoa.
Did I just give his full name? Uh-oh.
His name is-
Oh no, his full name, his full legal God-given name.
Yes.
God?
Dude, his name is Skippy. I've been calling him Skippy this entire time.
Damn,
So
Skippy.
I start working there, and the end goal that we all had in mind was to move the comic book department.
Brian!
I am so sorry. That was.
Was to move the comic book shop to its own thing. We wanted to be our own
If
facility.
Brian's a shitty comic book villain, he's a goddamn tinkerer.
Hell yeah.
No, more Pace Pop Pete.
Oh no! I got this big stone. I'm trying to set for Valentine's Day.
You already
You
have
have
a
time.
wife. You don't have any. You don't need to win her again.
You've already married her. You can stop.
Mark, way to set up a happy
Dude.
life for there.
This shit will literally fall apart any second.
Brian, we've seen your craftsmanship before.
Yeah, like
That's what
I
he's
everything.
think
talking
he meant his marriage.
Oh, that too. So, I didn't realize I was directed at me. That took me a second. So anyway, so we're working at the comic book shop, gift shop, and just things started falling apart pretty quick.
Real fast, man.
We decided that we were going to do some fundraising to raise money so we could move to our own
Funds.
brick and mortar.
Funds?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was raising funds for the funds.
We were raising funds for the funds, and that got out of hand pretty quick. We were doing this thing where like we were having requests being made via people watching, which was fine.
We were.
It
We had
was-
people joining into a live stream that we were streaming from the gift shop after hours, mind you.
Yeah. And then it got weird because my siblings popped in and they started snowballing off of each other. It started off with, "Hey,
What? Wait! Stop! Please. What do you mean snowballing each other?
Brian, I know I'm not a God-fearing Christian boy, but you need to go to church more." So,
Just make sure it's the one Mark's been in.
yeah, that's a good point. So,
I guess
So my oldest sister messages and because she knows I don't like mustard. Most people know that, and she's like, I'll donate $50 right now if you eat 10 packets of mustard. All right, fine, fuck it. So we get 10 packets of mustard emptied into a bowl, and then my second oldest sister says, "Hey, why don't you let the guy that's sitting next to you spoon feed you?" This was our other business associate.
There's a bunch of ones that are the wrong size.
Oh, hey, Chris is here.
What's up, Chris?
Sorry.
Oh, are these the ones that are the wrong size? Nice. So we have a bunch of coasters now that we can use.
Fuck yeah.
It's Mark's girlfriend. Hello.
It's Chris.
Say hi to Chris.
Sorry, it made me.
Angel, we can't hear you.
For the people who are
Oh,
listening,
no.
She wasn't
Oh, no,
talking.
we
we
can-
have
we can hear you
very
now.
real, not voice actor
I thought you
girlfriend
said
today
words.
on the podcast.
Yeah, we finally got the voice actress on the show. So, Chris, we're talking about
paying
that.
her a lot to be here.
Yeah, we're paying a few $100. Everything we've earned from the podcast that, So Chris,
We've earned a few $100.
yeah,
All $15.
we're telling the story about Scott right now.
We're talking about Dr. Steve.
Brian.
Brian,
Oh, yes. That one was intentional.
Who's Dr. Steve? Is that a thing?
Yeah, Dr. Steve from the hospital. He wears the glasses. He got the husband. He does that thing where he tries to take everybody's money and promises you that you're going to be rich.
Okay, just making sure.
Oh yeah, Dr.
Oh
Steve.
my god.
So anyway, so
what if it turns out this entire podcast is just Brian's fever dream?
Ooh.
That'd be interesting.
That would be very interesting.
so
I mean, the only person who we have not seen yet is the chefs.
well, the chef doesn't have a
Turbo.
camera.
Yeah.
Or are we a figment
Convenient.
of his mind? We can't perceive him.
So
We're actually inside Jose's brain, which is why we can't see him, but he can hear us and we can hear him.
I like
Yeah,
that.
he's like
No.
right now, just like cooking some shit at a restaurant, just spacing the fuck out, and just thinking that he's in a podcast.
He's
A
thinking
cook-
about his
okay,
shit kids
that's-
at home that he's tired of feeding and he's got to go home to.
That's
We
how
don't
I
really
know.
love
No,
or
that's how I
respect
know
him.
it's not a dream. Because you think that a cook would come home and cook for himself? Yeah, you're bullshit.
No, I'm saying that you're on your shift.
yeah, you're on your
Just
shift
you're
right now, just
prepping.
imagining
He
all this.
he has another chef cook for him, a very renowned chef, Boyardi.
And that chef gets paid better than me.
So
Yeah, much.
so anyway, so we're doing this live stream, and it basically ends up both me and our other associate are shirtless on camera, and he is spoon feeding me mustard.
And mayonnaise.
And
While
oh
they're
yeah, it was
pantsless off camera.
a mix of
And it was
mayo and mustard. And somebody walked in. It was somebody from the
Mayo
hospital walked in and just threw a
No.
fucking.
Did not walk in. They watched the live stream.
Oh, that's what it
We're
was.
fans,
Yes,
so-
you're right. They were.
The
they were watching.
president of the board of directors for the gift shop was watching the live stream.
Oh, that would happen?
Is that how you guys ended up in the toy museum?
That's how we ended up at the
That
toy
is how
museum.
we ended up in the toy museum.
So the next day, me and our other guy get called into the office, and like, there's this fucking like 75-year-old bitch just crying, just like, I cannot believe that you would have the audacity to record yourselves in such a manner on hospital
She was
grounds."
not that old. She is not that old.
She was.
She was 40.
She was jacking it to the live stream, though.
What? How? It doesn't
Just-
matter how old she was. I don't care how
Just
fucking old she was.
herself, you know?
She was flicking her bean while watching the podcast. Yes. So anyway, so as soon as so me and our associate end up just saying fuck it, we're leaving, and Scott uses us immediately to go find a new place to live. Ultimately, come to the toy museum, meet
Live?
or sorry, work. Sorry. And
So
we
we
find the
can
toy
copy, bud.
museum. We end up sucking a lot of dick, and then
Mm,
Turns
then-
out we weren't the only ones sucking dick at the toy museum, though.
that wasn't very good.
so basically, Scott ended up laundering a bunch of money to his husband, just giving him our whole thing was,
through
Allegedly.
through our college fund that we set up as a nonprofit.
yeah, our
Allegedly.
nonprofit status came from our
Well,
scholarship
I mean,
program.
whoa. I'm going to actually
Let's
defend
explain
Scott on this one. It was technically a nonprofit. You guys didn't make dick.
That's true. That's true. So our requirement was we'd give out 2 scholarships a year, and Scott would just give them both to his husband. Didn't tell any of us about it. We found that out later when we got our hands on the checkbooks and saw where he'd been writing
I
checks.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, yeah, Chris. All the money that
I had started asking questions about why the books were being weird.
Do you think you are to ask those questions? How dare you?
Yeah, that wasn't really our place to ask.
Oh, sorry.
Put it away, Brian.
Damn it!
I'm
You
in
got
the
a foot
zone.
pedal with that thing. You have to turn it on with your hand.
No, I got the foot pedal.
So
Yeah.
guys,
you
two need to start just making fucking like how-to videos together. That's all we need you to do. Just drink a bunch of fucking
The worst
whiskey.
camera angles and the worst audio you've ever heard in your life.
You guys need to be fucking plastered when you're doing it, ignoring all OSHA like guidelines and just
Not
fucking-
wearing
violations.
pants.
Yeah, we do that.
No,
Brian, what do you got
dude,
there?
just hit me up, man. We can do some bronze casting. Give me some stuff. We'll make make
Cool.
a metal version of
for the in
Is
the
that a
meantime.
carbide bit or diamond?
it. What?
Fuckers.
Is that a carbide bit or diamond tipped?
These are carbide bits.
Nice.
So anyway, in addition to
I
being a
just
real
don't-
scumbag of a business partner, he also directly insulted my ex-wife and Brandon's wife. In
To be
multiple
fair,
ways.
it's kind of easy to insult your ex-wife. Sorry. That was...
How dare you say something so true?
How,
a dumb shit.
how could you say something as legitimately not false as that, man?
Hey, be nice.
However-
She pays me good money.
Wow.
That's her boss you're talking about.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Anyway, so during one of the live streaming things to raise money, Scott gave me a like this size cup,
This is also
like 24-ounce cup of a rum or a whiskey and coke. Right? Okay.
also, yeah. Sorry, I'm getting over allergies.
Okay. I got over her too. It's okay, you'll
Also,
make it.
this is literally the same day that Mark and our other coworker were fired, and we were told that we probably wouldn't have jobs
Yeah.
if we went and live streamed to raise money. And we all got plastered.
So, also at this time, to make things even better, me and my ex-wife were fighting a lot because of finances, and I was stressed out. And she was saying,
because of her.
yeah, that too. So I was stressed out as it was. She was like being a bitch about like, like, oh, you don't do enough for this family or whatever. As I'm working 2 jobs and going to school full time, I guess I could have done more. Anyway, so Scott hands me a 32-ounce cup that he says is a whiskey and coke, and I drink rum and coke a lot. What he did not tell me, what it was 30 ounces of whiskey. and
Did he
2
not
ounces
tell
of
you
coke.
that whiskey and rum are different things?
No, I know that, but he gave me 30 ounces of whiskey and 2 ounces of coke.
Hell yeah.
Too much
and
Coke.
I slammed that.
I agree, Angel.
I slammed
Well,
that
Pepsi.
fucker, and then I slammed another one. And
In Scott's defense, if you were to just smell that drink, you'd get drunk. So I think that's funny.
back then I drank a lot
And-
more. Anyway,
He drank
so-
a lot more, and
Dude,
and
he slept on my couch so many times.
he's
Like my roommate's
he's,
like,
he's like holding on to a thread on the live stream, and Scott and I are like, "Oh no, he's
so-
gone too far. He's gone too far.
I'm being
All right,
my-
we have to get him off the camera." And we looked over at Erin, and we were like, "Erin, take Mark to the bathroom." And so she takes him to the bathroom, and then Mark, we just hear just violent sobbing.
To the-
You two started having sex?
No, so I locked. No. What happened was
It's
I went to the
not-
bathroom, and then I started crying. I was in the bathroom.
He
going
was
pee.
already hup-upping because he was getting emotional over me and stuff. Like, oh, baby, I love you so much, and I'm so glad that we're in this together. And we're like, okay, Mark, yeah, absolutely. Like, I love you too, bud. Let's
Mark, can you go to the
How about you
bathroom?
go over there?
So I went to the bathroom. I go into the bathroom, and I just
One or
had to
two?
pee. I just had to pee. So I'm standing there peeing, and they had one of those like full length wall mirrors that covered from the shower to the wall. And I'm looking.
Wait,
at
I
that
checked
mirror.
about the.
Where
the
was
museum.
this?
It was at
Scott's
Scott's
house.
house.
This was at Scott's apartment.
Gotcha.
And I'm like looking in the
Where he-
mirror, teetering back and forth, and like all of the conversations that me and my ex-wife had been having up to that point where we've been like fighting just hit all at once, and I just collapsed on the floor and was just like crying my eyes out. And the door was locked, and so I hear Erin knocking, and she's like, "Hey, is everything okay?" And I was just, "Go away!" And then I hear Scott's husband come on, knock on the door, and he's like, "Hey, bud, are you okay in there?" I'm like, "No." And he picks the lock, comes in, and literally this grown ass man, I'm like 25 years old, and I have this guy just cradling me like a fucking baby while I'm sobbing into his arms.
I mean, how old was he? 30 at the most?
Yeah, he was like 30. And
No,
Grown-ass
Jake
man.
is my age.
So
oh,
he was
really? I
what,
thought he was
14?
older.
No.
Jake my
It's that kind of weird, not quite, but almost predatory type of relationship where like one guy's kind of like paying the other guy like a lot of money to like.
Yeah, Scott was like 20 years older than Jake. It was creepy. Anyway, so Jake just fucking cradled me for like something like 2 hours while I just let it all out. And
You pooped
sobered
on him?
up. Yeah.
Hell yeah!
So anyway, that's
Dude.
the only time I remember crying when I was drunk.
I thought we were going to talk about how he was a piece of shit. That's probably a P word.
Oh,
A pal?
I guess we could do that
Yes,
too.
sir.
So
No,
yeah,
It's
Scott-
just like when we started had teenage volunteers, and he's just like, I just want to snap it off inside of him, and you're just like, oh dear, like this.
Yeah,
is not-
and then he said it to him.
yeah. I think
Well,
his exact words were, so he sounded less creepy, but also just as creepy. Was if you were 3 years older, I would just tear into you. While his husband's like right there.
Which is totally fine, because at least he said if you're 3 years older.
Yeah.
Because that makes it
remember-
okay.
Yes, makes it all the more better.
Okay, so the creepiness continues.
I love
When
that
this-
it's Brian that's wanting to bring all this shit up.
I'm fine.
I love gossip, but
Spill that tea, Brian.
no, for a while there, like Scott would just bring in this like homeless guy. This homeless, like he was not an ugly homeless man. He was like
That was Mark.
no. He brought in this Latino like homeless guy. And he's like, yeah, you should just work here. And me and Caleb were just like, no, he shouldn't.
Wait,
work
this
here.
this was definitely after
What?
we left. When was this?
What the fuck?
Is
I
Mark
don't know
the
anything
reason-
about this.
Not Mark.
Oh,
Sorry.
and this is like later. This is like
Was this when y'all when they moved to the new building?
no. This was after Scott got kicked out of the club.
God
Gotcha.
damn it! I was
And,
gonna say, is Scott the reason why the homeless encampment started across the street?
Basically.
Oh no.
No, but my favorite thing is like he would talk about his struggle and like how hard his life is to go to an Ivy League school.
Scott?
And then he would
Talking
have to.
about his comp.
He didn't go to an
say,
Ivy
he
League
did.
school.
No, he's like
He
I went to the most
did.
prestigious college in Manhattan,
Where did he go?
and I
to
had to
Yale?
sell drugs. Yeah,
Didn't he
went
go
to
to Columbia?
Columbia.
Columbia's
Yeah,
not the
yeah.
Ivy League, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, but he would
Also-
sell. He would sell the story like he had to bring himself up to his bootstraps, but then you learn like, wait, aren't your brothers like all lawyers?
Ah, twat.
No, my favorite thing is despite being gay, he was the biggest fucking homophobe I have ever
He was the
met.
most homophobic person I've ever met in my entire life.
Yeah,
Oh, now
bro.
I'm just jealous.
Well, that's because he's a self-hating bottom.
Oh my god.
Power
Oh,
bottom at
I
that.
forgot about that. God, that was the most awkward
found
fucking
out.
dinner ever.
We found out from his husband that because Jake would also get real giggly and just tell everybody everything when he got drunk, and he just let it out that Scott is like huge power bottom.
And then Scott got super pissed off about it.
He did, and I'm
And
like,
he was
God
like,
damn, dude!
if any of you fuckers ever breathe a word of this to anybody, they will not find your body.
All 10 people.
Nobody
I hope
listens to
this is the episode that goes viral.
I do too. How great would that be? You see on the news. So a local pedophile was arrested today.
A local power bottom.
Okay.
Okay,
Real
I'm gonna tell
real
you,
talk,
if that
which do you
becomes
think
like
he'd be
your
more pissed
official
about?
title on the news, that's like a badge of honor. Like, are you kidding? Like, who's gonna...
Do you think he'd be more pissed about
there's
being
like a-
called a pedophile on the news or a power bottom on the news?
He'd be
No,
way
I'm
more
not-
pissed about being called a power bottom.
Yeah.
He would
I'm,
be.
I'm gonna let you know right now that if there's like a picture of me like on a mugshot, like my glasses all disheveled, and I'm all like, and like the headline underneath it says "local power bottom," that would become my Facebook profile picture.
I would change it. Yeah, it'd be Mark's a
Even
power
worse.
bottom.
It'll be your business card that you hand out to people.
Oh, dude,
Father,
Yes.
tinkerer, power bottom.
So,
dude, that's on my resume. Like I'm putting out my LinkedIn. Like,
I would like to give y'all a Scott update.
So, excuse you, a scup date?
A scup date, if you will. So, it turns out Scott and I go to the same Costco.
Oh
The whitest
no!
sentence ever.
And
It gets better.
guess who has an adopted child?
oh no,
Tell us more about this child. Is it a little
Scott
girl?
Scott and Jake adopted a teenage boy.
Oh,
oh,
is it Nico? Did he adopt Nico?
Dude.
No.
Sorry,
Dude.
Nico is the guy, the teenager he was creeping on hardcore. No, so they adopted
of
a
'em.
teenager.
my favorite.
Let's not
my favorite
forget.
is Gavin.
Let's not
'cause I saw
forget him
cry.
creeping on a certain friend of ours. Little brother or cousin?
Little brother.
Who?
Anyway, so he has a teenage son.
It's.
Yep, he's got a prisoner.
Oh, fuck. That makes
Oh,
my skin
dude.
crawl.
Woody Allen.
So they're indoctrinating another kid.
Look, here's the thing.
I don't think he's going to be a doctor at all. I'm sorry. Yeah.
I personally don't believe he would do anything because I very much look at this as like he got such a fucking narcissist that he didn't want to adopt. They wanted to adopt or have their own surrogate.
Right. I remember they offered us
but-
an ungodly amount of money to carry for them.
He
Nice.
did more than just that. But
That was a fun night.
that was a fun evening. But
Can't believe I took all those shots for nothing.
I remember that real vividly. I remember most of that night.
yeah, that was weird. So anyways, I firmly believe that he's just that much of a narcissist that he didn't want to have like a baby or like a young kid that would like get old, like grow up and then see him as just an old man. He wanted to legit just have someone that could be his progeny and just like put out
Raise.
there, raise, and but then also get to see them be successful and while he's still relatively young.
Well, the way like Brandon's explaining it, it does make sense, Brian. Yeah, Scott's a fucking main villain.
Yeah, dude, it's actually so hilarious because like he'll scheme on you, and then like he'll turn his back, announce his plans aloud while rubbing his hands together, and you're like, dude, I'm still in the room. Like I'm
right in here.
Straight up how Scott
And,
functioned. Yeah.
Gross.
What a piece
I'm
of
so
shit.
brilliant. Those idiots don't know what I'm planning. We're
I
We're
actually I like
right
him because
here,
he kind
you
of reminds
fucker.
me of. It kind of reminds me of like a reverse Mac from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. where he's
You mean he went from being in shape to really fat?
no, I mean like he's like straight, but he's like in straight denial.
That's a solid one. Yeah. Oh fuck.